Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Detroit Lions taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Murray. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The numbers for Jones a week ago: 10 catches, 107 yards, and the touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season, and I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number. All right, people want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for, and also gives you respect around the league.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down now, Peoples, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down. The Lions at 12-3 now on the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll look to throw here. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys,
frustrated.
Oh, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's got Green. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Murray going to throw. He completes it to Jones. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 2nd down and 4. Murray to air it out again. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Winters. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. But you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. 3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Murray now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Murray. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Murray. He'll fire deep, looking for more. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Sky Moore, 48 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll set up to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Peoples. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Winters. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
4 yards the pickup, first down. Murray now. The left side completion to Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Phillips has it running the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength.
And this is taken in at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Throwing now is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Lions now. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Second down and inches. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. We have been treated to great offense on both sides. The defense is on the other end of the spectrum. They're just searching for answers right now, aren't they?
And for most defenses, it's a very uncomfortable, in a lot of ways, unfamiliar spot because points are going to be scored. But the way we're seeing them today, it's almost like there's no resistance. They've got to figure out how to slow these offenses down. Maybe someone on either side can make a big play and start to wreck and disrupt the timing that we're seeing.
As we get closer to halftime here. He finds Taylor, complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. They fake the handoff, now Murray. They'll find his man, that's Taylor again. First down now, but that clock rolling. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Murray now on first down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Seahawks who are on top as that game has gone to halftime. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Bears on top. Hollywood Marquise Brown. A touchdown catch in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second and 5. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give him the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, Montgomery. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Sky Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. With that run, double check my math, yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame.
He's got a man, complete. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Lions have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Montgomery, another target and catch. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Boswell for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Winters, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on first down. Kidd, and this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. A give to the fullback on the dive. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulled out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Harris to return. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Peoples. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 2nd down, Winters. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Williams on the slant. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That penalty is declined.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Escapes the defender. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Phillips. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. going up the gut. Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Second down and 6 now. Now a handoff up the middle. Winters. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, and take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 15. 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, they continue to show they're playoff ready as they move to 13-3 with 1 game remaining. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.